Right, good morning everyone. Another long overdue episode of our videos informing you everything about Tygerberg Mountain Bike Club, both trail-wise, club-wise. And this morning, it's a glorious Friday morning. We're just finished a trail ride with the trail crew, and we're at the magical Merendal. More about Merendal and the rest of our trails to come up a bit later. So yeah, thanks again to Warren for putting this whole thing together. It's we must do it more often, Warren.
Yep.
Okay. Right, club-wise, not much going on other than a stack load of trail building. Just quickly, the annual membership reduction, the pro rata reduction of annual fees kicked in 1st of July. For those of you that haven't bought your memberships yet, go and get them. They're at a 40% discount at the moment, and if you sign up for a membership now, it'll take you all the way through to January 2027. So you literally got 7 months of riding for very little money. That's an absolute bargain. Just before we get into the nice stuff, I just want to go a little bit on the negative stuff. Yeah, we had a very nasty incident last weekend at Velver Genoeg, outside of Hoogkraal, down below, where a bunch of riders decided, why, I don't know, to open up one of the farm gates leading into the canola fields, which is way off where you're supposed to be with the trails. Went in there, did whatever they had to do, came out or went wherever they went, and left the gates open. And of course the cattle were in the paddock next door. The cattle got into the canola and had a feast of the farmer's canola. And I got the phone call, and I don't know what term to use, because angry, cross is not the right term. Let's just go once further. The farmer was dik de moer. He was really cross. He was angry. Again, I don't blame him. I don't think anyone blames him. What people were doing there, I don't know. So please, guys, this is the way we're going to lose our trails. I'll keep on harping on about it. These are working farms. We traverse 24 farms on our trail network at the moment, and all 24 of them are working farms, either growing crops or working with animals, and they don't want you riding off the designated trails. I cannot put it stronger. We sent it out on social media. Just follow the signage. Warren, if I could just go those other two there quickly, if you don't mind. Just quickly on signage. Thanks, Warren. Just follow the directional signage. Basically, you might, just for those that don't know, we've got two sort of signage. We've got the orange and we've got the blue, the directional signs. The blue means you're on a trail. And this sign will either be in a blue arrow, a green arrow, or a black arrow, which indicates the trail grading. If it's a green trail, a blue trail, or a black trail. But generally, most of our arrows are blue. And if you come across the orange arrow, that means you're on a corridor. All right, and it's members only, obviously, for the corridor. So that's the difference between the blue and the orange. We're trying to standardize this, obviously, to go through our trails. I know the Bloemendal, Merendal, and Kornemanskloof farms have their own signage, but the concept's exactly the same. It'll be an arrow, either green, blue, or black. All right, stick to those. If you don't see a lot of these for a long time, then you're off the trails. Okay, so yeah, that's our directional signage. I think most of our trails are pretty well signaged, so stick to these and you'll be fine. The other bad boy which we need to show you is this thing. Okay, can I zoom in, zoom out. No entry with a bicycle, no entry. Do not cycle. When you see these for some strange reason get ignored quite often. I mean, they're bright yellow. You can't miss them. But we've got them in all over the hot spots where people tend to ride where they shouldn't ride. Once again, it's not us that put these up. It's the farms. They want us to go where they want us to ride. Okay, they don't want us to go in certain spots of the farm. Don't go down there. All right. Okay, enough of that. Please, guys, I'm asking you really, really nicely. Just stick to the marked trails. Okay. Right. Trail-wise, it's been a magnificent, we started in May. Month and a half on our trails. We have 7 trail crews working, and I just want to pay a little bit of homage to the guys that have been working on our trails feverishly for the past, it's almost 2 months now. I think those of you who've ridden our trail network will agree with me that generally we've moved up we've upped our game this year, and we've moved up a notch. We've still got a lot to do. We are battling with the rain, believe it or not. We are actually carting water in at the moment to build. We're just praying for some really lack of rain, which apparently is coming next week sometime, which we hope, which will really help us in our trail building. So at the moment it's a bit of a slog carrying in water, which slowed us down a bit, but we carry on. I just want to pay homage to the guys, because to our trail builders, because, as I said, we really upped it a notch this year, and I need to thank these guys. We've basically got 7 crews at the moment. Bennett Nell, Ace of Spades, he's got 2 crews. They generally do work at the north. They're busy on the top section of the Hoogkraal Hammer at the moment. Oh, you must see what that looks like. You guys are going to love it. And he does most of the northern trails. He's also going to start, Bennett's going to start that big climb, that Hoogkraal climb, which is down to bedrock at the moment, which we haven't done for a while. That's programmed to start the moment we get some lluvia, as they say in Spain. It would be nice. So yeah, Bennett and Chris do a fantastic job. Then here at Merendal, the guy's been doing most of the work is Johan Smuts from Barking Monkeys. That's a really cool company name. If you've got a cool name like that, you're only going to build lekker good stuff. So yeah, he's done this whole Merendal. Merendal, if anyone complains and moans about Merendal, then katish. Okay, they are. We just had the trail ride here this morning, and these trails are riding well. They really are. So thanks to Johan. Warren's nodding his head here as well, so he agrees. Okay. And then out the south, we got Eugene Haley from Straight Line Sports. Eugene does most of the southern trails with the Bloemendals, the Hillcrests, all that type of thing. And he, at the moment, is busy on the XCO Fear Factor trail. He's done Lombard's Terror. He's going to do the rest of those trails. They're all going to be fantastic. Go and ride the XCO trail this weekend, and it is really sublime as well. So you would call Eugene, we just call him Eugenius, because he's a genius on the trail. So thanks, Eugene Haley. Then we have ubiquitous Michael John Goodwin, Gooiwyn as we call him. He joined us on the ride this morning. We tease Mike, but he does all our big stuff. Okay, he does the Skills Park, the flow trails, all the big jumps and that type of thing. He just loves it. So he does we won't tell him, but he does a fantastic job. If you look at the 2 flow trails that we've got, are probably the 2 best flow trails in the land, I think. So Mike does a splendid job as well, so thanks to him. He's off to Taiwan for a couple of months, unfortunately, but we'll carry on without him. And then, of course, our trail crew, the Tygerberg Mountain Bike Club trail crew, who are doing a fantastic job. They, at the moment, we just do the fill-ins. Basically, all the stuff that needs to be done that the other guys can't cope with. During the winter build, we do that. They're busy with the snake rattle and roll descent at Hoogkraal. There's those top berms. Those of you who've ridden there will agree. Once again, another level. So yeah, our guys are fantastic. We had a fantastic ride with them this morning. So things are just swimmingly good at All Things Tygerberg Mountain Bike Club. And then, lastly but not leastly, that's not right. Last but not least, our bunch of, how should I term it, elder ladies and gentlemen that we call the Bali Brigade. They go and build all our bridges, our timber bridges throughout. They do it voluntary. They all well into retirement age, so, and they do one mean job on building bridges. That's a tough job. They love it. They get stuck in the mud and the boots and the whatever fly, and the teeth are smiling, and they do a fantastic job. So thanks to Nigel and the crew from the Bali Brigade, they're also out there. Yeah, so it's really a really cool bunch that we get the trails done with, and without the subcontractors, this club really wouldn't be where it is at the moment. So from me to the subbies, thanks so much, guys. Much appreciated. I'm sure you guys out there appreciate it. Okay, to finish off, just a final thank you to another one of our sponsors. Another one of our sponsors that keep the Tygerberg Mountain Bike Club wheels turning, and that's Sean Peters and his crew down at the Ville Cyclery in the middle of town there. Sean has been there, and he's got John Hope running his workshop. Sean and John have been in this club probably longer than I have been, and you all know him. They do a fantastic job in keeping our trail crew bikes. Well, not only do they supply the trail crew bikes, which are these wonderful Titan Racing hardtails that they've got, but they also keep them running. They service them. They keep the wheels on the ground, and they keep them running, basically. Beautiful little bikes. I know the Ville Cyclery has got quite a few niche brands, of which Titan Racing is one of them. And yeah, go and pop in, go and see Sean and John and his crew, and they'll give you a good deal. So yeah, thanks so much, Sean, for keeping the trail crew guys' bikes on the road. All right, that's it for the week. I hope you have a great week. It is beautiful weather. It looks like there's rain coming next week, so you have no excuse to get out there this weekend and have a blast and a smile and stick on the marked trails. Thank you.